years. Fixing to get into a pretty good gunfight. There's a storm inside of us. A drive. To push yourself further than anyone could think possible. You can die for your country, I'm gonna live for mine. We can be heroes. You are never out of the fight. Just for one day.
Well, that was a scene from the compelling new movie Lone Survivor. It's the story of the Navy SEAL attack in the mountains of Afghanistan in 2005.
That's right. Actor Mark Wahlberg plays Marcus Lattrell, the lone survivor in that attack. He joins us live this morning from Los Angeles. Good morning, Mark.
Hey guys, how are you?
Mark, good morning.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to
morning.
have you. What an unbelievably well-told story this is. You know, I've got to be honest, you know, we all heard about those attacks, but to see this movie unfold in the big screen, did you know a lot about it going in, or did you just hear about it kind of like we all did?
You know, I didn't, and it's unfortunate, you know, like a lot of Americans, we have very busy schedules, and, you know, we'll see things on the news, something horrible happening in Afghanistan or losing Marines in Iraq, and then we're kind of off with the rest of our day. But when I actually was introduced to the book, the screenplay, and then the opportunity to play Marcus, and an honor it was to play a hero from Texas, thank you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it was just, it was a very, very special experience to be a part of it. Obviously, I took a lot of pride in playing Marcus. I felt a lot of pressure getting it right, but everybody was committed to getting it right and paying tribute to these great men.
And you say you know, getting it right. I understand that. Marcus Lattrell was there on scene helping you guys make it authentic.
Yeah, well, making sure that we made it authentic. And if it wasn't authentic, you were going to hear about it and you were going to feel it and you were going to do it until you got it right. But, you know, yeah, we had Marcus and a great group of SEAL guys who prepared us for the movie. If, you know, they wanted to grab us by the back of the neck and make us do it again, that's what they were going to do. And we opened that, we were very open to that because we wanted to get it right.
You know, Mark, you are such an incredible actor, and you've done so many different things. I would imagine playing a role like this, it pulls you so much closer to what the experience is really like for those guys, for men and women who put their lives out there on the line every day, for military folks, because I'm watching clips from this movie, and it's unbelievably harrowing to know what they go through. It's frightening.
Absolutely, but it's a reality, so we wanted to make it as close to real as possible. We wanted to put the audience members right there on the mountain with those guys. It's a very intimate portrayal of what war is like, and you know, these amazing heroes, these gunfighters, and what they experienced out there on the mountain.
Yeah, and you say mountains. You guys filmed in New Mexico, high above ground, about 11,000 feet or so. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it takes you, you know, a couple weeks to get acclimated, you know, but we were up on the mountain every day. We'd go up at 4:30 in the morning, we'd come down at night, and, you know, we just lived up there with the guys. You know, you'd find yourself, you know, finding the kind of most comfortable rock to find for a pillow at lunch, and, you know, you were up there trying to make it real. But it was an amazing experience because we were right there with the SEALs. I was with Marcus every single day. You know, we became extremely close. And, you know, I think everybody was there for the same reason, to pay tribute to these guys and to their families.
You know, we earlier in our show, Mark, we showed a little bit of a clip. Mark is telling his story to Anderson Cooper on 60 Minutes. And spending time with him, did you get the feeling that he's glad this story is being told? I'm guessing it's still difficult for him to talk about a lot of this and to go through and relive all of this.
Yeah, you know, it's not in their nature to really talk about what they do anyway, but, you know, the story was kind of taking on a life of its own, so, you know, they felt, you know, obligated to tell the actual accounts of what happened out there in June 2005, and then, once everybody was so moved by the book, you know, obviously Hollywood came calling, and the only way to control the authenticity of the story was for Marcus to be involved, and luckily he found Pete Berg. And Pete was obviously committed to getting it right in a way that I don't think anybody else could have. So, you know, Marcus is definitely happy that now he's kind of, you know, can take a second to rest and breathe. But, you know, he was always committed to keeping their memory alive and telling their story, and we wanted to be able to help him do that and take some pressure off of him.
Okay, Mark, I got to ask you one last question. Who are you rooting for this weekend and going into the Super Bowl?
Obviously, being from Boston, I'm rooting for the Patriots.
Of course.
I don't. If we're going to win the Super Bowl, you got to play the best anyway. So I don't care if it's the Seahawks or the 49ers. But please, San Antonio Spurs, go back to the finals and beat Mickey.
Yes, thank you. Yes. We love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark.
Again, I was honored to portray a man from a hero from Texas.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. You did a fine job.
Yes, thank you so much for representing. My goodness.
I love it.